Hello and welcome, class, to a little video where we're going to be talking about this question. You've probably all seen this question. You probably all love this question. Tell yourself you love it. If you say, I love this question, you're going to do better on it. It's my experience. If you say, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, you're going to do worse. Your score, like every time you say, I hate this type of question, the power it has over you is increased. Say, no, I love this question. I'm going to figure it out. Because one, you're all good students. You wouldn't still be in school if you couldn't hold it together. So stick with it. Say, no, I like this question. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to conquer this. I'm going to beat this because this question is easily within your grasp. So when we look at this, first thing you want to do is just read the question. Take the anxiety out of it, step back, and just read it. A square and a rectangle have the same area. The rectangle's length is 5 less than triple the side of the square, and the width 3 less than quadruple the side of the square. Notice how I haven't done anything yet. In fact, my pen is not even in my hand yet. So now I'm going to pick it up, and now I'm going to read it and take in information. So a square and a rectangle have the same area. Okay, I got a picture. Is it perfect? Not necessarily. Does it get the message across? Yes. So a square and a rectangle have the same area. All right, I'm going to guess this is the square over here on this side. And we need to ask, what do we know about squares? And this might sound like a sarcastic question being asked by your teacher to prompt you to think, but this is the question you should be asking yourself. If they put words in the thing like square, they're expecting that you know what a square is, that you have some innate knowledge that you should have retained. So a square and a rectangle. A square has the same length sides on all sides. Every single side of this thing is the same. Every single side has units of x, is what I'm going to call it. We're then told that the rectangle's length, so choose one of these. It doesn't matter if you choose the shorter side or the long side. Doesn't matter. Just pick one. The length is 5 less than triple the side of the square. So this is going to be 3x minus 5. Because it is triple the side of a square, the square side times 3, and it's 5 less than that. So minus 5. And the width is 3 less than quadruple the side of a square. So we have 4x minus 3. And once again, like I said, if this picture doesn't seem to hold up later, you can take these things and you can switch them to where it makes more sense on your picture. But for right now, we don't actually know what these side lengths are. They are meaningless to us right now. So we have this picture. This setup is 1/5 of the way point-wise. So up to this point, you have 1/5 of the points on a problem like this. Just getting started is probably the hardest part. Because you want to see something really cool. At this point, now granted, I have the benefit of I'm on the screen, I get to scroll a bit. But at this point, I don't need that prompt anymore. And in my opinion, that makes this question so much easier because now I don't care. The words are not there to stress me out. They're gone. Now the question is based on this picture, am I smart enough that I can figure this out? And if you just for even a second said no, you're wrong. You are setting yourself up for failure by saying, no, I'm not. Have confidence. Say, yes, I am smart enough. I am going to figure this out. Because that is the only thing standing between you figuring it out and you not, is you saying, I am going to figure it out. So let's think about this. We have an area. We know it's the same. So a equals x squared on this side, and a equals 3x minus 5 times 4x minus 3. So then, this is once again asking, okay, can you put together information that you know? If this equals A and this equals A, then we can say that those things equal each other because A is the same. So we know that we have x squared equals 3x minus 5 times 4x minus 3. So at this point, now it's another time where it's, hey, block out this information. Let's just ignore this for a moment. And let's think, okay, if I see something that looks like this, the expectation on this question is that I've seen this before. I've seen this before. Which should be a good thing. You should go, yes, I remember this. I need to make a box. And I need to multiply these things. So I'm going to do 3x minus 5 times 4x minus 3. You should celebrate when you see something like this because this is telling you that, hey, you've done this. So just multiply into each box. So 12x squared, negative 9x, negative 20x, and positive 15. So now we can take this thing, rewrite it. So we have x squared equals 12x squared minus 29x plus 15. So right here, this is kind of that next check mark here, to where this is kind of another 1/5 of the way. So at this point, maybe a better way of writing that is saying you are now 2/5 of the way. You're almost to the point. You're right here. This is now asking, did you do the pink sheet? So we need to take and move this thing over with subtraction. So we get that 0 equals 11x squared minus 29x plus 15. So from here, I'm going to leave this up to you. This is up to you to figure out the rest. You should have the skills to do this. My advice is look at this and ask, can you factor it? My opinion looking at this, my answer is going to be maybe I don't want to. Because looking at this, this looks like it's going to be big values that I would much rather stick in the quadratic formula. But try it out. Go with your gut. You can listen to me, take some advice. I will gladly give it, but try it. But right now, I want to just encourage you. If you're freaking out about this test, don't. Freaking out about this test is not going to help you. It is going to make you perform far worse. Believe me, I've taken a lot of tests in my life. Being panicked is the number one way that you can get a bad score. Because being panicked takes things that you did know and shoves it out of your mind, as well as it takes things that you don't know and it makes them bigger than they are. So stay calm, stay relaxed, and just do your best. Put something for every question, and you've got this.